and I can Energy Switch. So I definitely want this Ditto down as well. Let's put that into play. And Energy Switch off this Moltres, I guess. And yep, so they're hitting us with a well played. I wonder if they're going to concede, but our hand's looking super nice here. And yep, we get the KO. So we're up in prices a lot. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm 10 Types, and I hope you enjoy it. And today I'm going to be playing with this Arceus counter box, and I know what some of you are thinking. Aren't counter boxes traditionally not very good? And let's find out. So this deck has a bunch of different options here. You got Arceus, of course, which is the best attacker in the game, and you also have a bunch of Vs like Galarian Zapdos and Raikou to hit some good weaknesses, and you also have Ditto V, which can become any other V that's in the discard, and Ditto VMAX, which copies your opponent's attack, which is kind of funny. And you also have Galarian Moltres V. So those counter the big three decks in the game right now. The Mew VMAX is countered by Moltres V. The Arceus V-Stars are countered by Zapdos V, and then Palkia V-Stars countered by Raikou V. If we run up against something that's not those, hopefully our own Arceus can counter them, but I'm not really sure. The deck doesn't play a ton of engine stuff. You have a few Crobats, which is nice, and you have Arceus's V-Star power, which searches stuff out. And you also have Radiant Greninja, and then a bunch of Training Court to hopefully keep all those abilities active. And then we just play a bunch of Research, Boss, and we play Raihan. So that should be pretty solid. You can also Energy Switch if you want to power something else up. We also have Galarian Zigzagoon, and we also have Trekking Shoes to be a pretty fast deck. So let's hop into a game and just see how it goes. Oh, and if you're looking for the deck list, it should be down below in the description. If it's not, please remind me in the comments down below. I sometimes forget to put that there. But also, if you enjoy this style of content or have any feedback or suggestions, I'd appreciate it if you comment those down below. And if you want to see more of this, you should like the video, because that obviously is feedback. And also, if you want to keep coming back, you can subscribe, and so you'll be notified of some of the videos I make and can just learn more about the channel. But it looks like we have a decent opening hand here. Our opponent will give us a mulligan so we can see what they're playing as well. Looks like they're playing some other Arceus deck with Psychic, so it could be that Arceus Mewtwo V Union deck, which is fine for us. And we got another Arceus, so that's cool. Could just be a more simple Arceus. They have Dunsparce, which means our Pokemon, the closest Pokemon, don't have any weakness. And that's pretty good for them, probably, because we do want to be able to take advantage of that weakness using our Galarian Zapdos V. But I think it's important to check our prizes here. You can probably get rid of that fighting energy, because honestly it's not going to be too useful. So Radiant Greninja is probably going to be important consistently as an engine type card. And we have Training Court, so even if they play Path to the Peak, we should be okay. And we'll just pass the turnover. Let's see what they got. They're probably playing something pretty cool here. Probably, yeah, okay, it looks like they are playing that Mewtwo V Union, which has really 3 useful attacks. One that just one-shots pretty much anything. It does not actually one-shot Ditto VMAX, that's something to point out. They have an attack that places a bunch of damage counters, and they have an attack that heals them. So, Adventurous Discovery, looks like they're grabbing themselves Arceus, yep. And they didn't grab any Mewtwo pieces, but maybe they just want to get their board set up as best as possible right now. And so they can also draw some more cards, both of us using that Greninja engine to see as much as we can. And they're also using Trekking Shoes just like us. So let's see which Arceus deck is stronger. But importantly, Mewtwo V Union, it doesn't say it on here, but it is weak to Dark type. So we can go in with that Galarian Moltres V. And looks like they're a bit unhappy they did not get the attack off turn 1. And so this hand's looking nice. We will want a Starbirth here, though. Definitely want to get ourselves a Research and the double Turbo Energy. Unfortunately, losing out on this Raihan, but that's not too bad. And we can, let's see, pop down this Moltres, stick the Cape of Toughness just to give it a bit more health, and obviously attach that energy into the active position. They're not down too much energy, and we're down a bunch, so I'll definitely throw that Training Court into play. They could path the Picas, but we've already used our V-Star power, so it's not too bad. I don't think we need to play any other cards here, but I do kind of... I'm tempted to try to get like a Ditto V into play or something like that this turn, but I don't think that's necessary. Let's recover... You can recover the fighting energy now, honestly, because they won't be able to go in and remove our weakness and their weakness now that the Dunsparce is out of the way. So I'll grab... We don't need these lightning energy. This other dark energy probably. So I'll just throw these energies here into Arceus so we can keep hitting big damage on them. And also retreat this Arceus V-Star. We don't play any copies of Sharon's Care, I don't believe. So we can't heal up, but they probably can't heal their Arceus either. And let's check. Are we down boss's orders? We are not down boss's orders yet. So hopefully we're able to go ahead and bring up their Mewtwo at the turn that they get it into play. And yep, they got the new Bidoof, which looks really cool actually. It's like in water. It's kind of like reminds me of Surfing Pikachu, but it looks pretty cool there. Or maybe that's on a rock on the water, so that's fun. It has a decent amount of health and a decent attack. I mean, 50 for 3 is not very good, but if you need to counter something like Miltank, it's an option. And only doing 10 to its health is pretty negligible. Looks like they're going to go ahead and use their Starbirth, so I expect them to... They're probably going to Marnie us, but they also really want to get the rest of their Mewtwo pieces in the discard. And because they can only play one of each, some might be prized, so they might want to get something like Peonia. But let's see what they go ahead and do. We have a massive hand, so Marnie would make a ton of sense here. Energy Recycler. Yeah, they're down a bunch of energy. Don't want that in the discard, so that's fair. Energy Recycler could be cool for our deck, but we have Training Court, so hopefully that's enough to keep us in the game. Though there are definitely points in the game where you run out of energy in your deck, and so you want them back in there to accelerate. But usually you're not attacking with Trinity Nova. Arceus V starts attack the whole game. Looks like they're going to boss stall our Arceus, but that's fine. We can retreat off, and so that's all good. And let's see here. We can definitely go ahead and grab the KO with Zapdos here. And we play Choice Belt, so we can... we play Ditto as well, so let's start by using concealed cards, though. Draw some more. We can always recover those energies with the Training Court. Let's get more energy on this Moltres. And man, this deck's setting up really well, so I'm super happy about that. We will actually need 2 energy here. So get these 2 off. And I can Energy Switch. So I definitely want this Ditto down as well. Let's put that into play. And Energy Switch off this Moltres, I guess. And yep, so they're hitting us with a well played. I wonder if they're again like concede, but our hand's looking super nice here. And yeah, we get the KO. So we're up in prices a lot here. They might be able to get the return knockout, but I don't expect it. I don't remember how many Energy Switch we play. I know we play at least 2, but it might be only 2, in which case we probably can't find it again to get another KO. But obviously, if we KO this Arceus here, we're in an amazing spot. So let's hope we can do that. And honestly, this deck's working way better than I thought. I thought it was going to be clunky, and it is clunky, but it's not horribly clunky. Looks like they're going to get their Arceus here, but they don't have access to any engine pieces. I wonder if they have the barrel, but okay, so they have a research, that's fine. And they discard they do play Sharon's Care, but hopefully we won't let them use that. Also, Ditto VMAX is pretty cool here. I'd love to be able to use that in this matchup. It's really fun copying their attacks. Obviously, just copying Arceus isn't that interesting, but copying Mewtwo Reunion is really cool. They got 2 pieces in the bin so far, but they're going to need a lot more to be able to just get that guy going. And they're down some energy, only 1, I guess, so not too bad, especially because we gave them the training court. So, and then, okay, they're going to path the Picos. That's not too bad, though. We got the training court in hand just to bump that. We're not down too many resources. Looks like they got the Choice Belt going. So, let's see here. I'll send up this Arceus. We can definitely just hit into them with that. And we're up on prizes. So even though they have this pretty free prize with Arceus here, I'm not too scared. Let's see, what do we need? I think we want to thin our deck some. I don't really think... We're not going to use all these double turbo energies. We definitely don't want this Raikou. And we can probably grab that Arceus out of the deck and evolve this other guy. So we do have another energy switch in deck. So we're going to want to grab that. Let's go to this Raikou. And honestly, this Galarian Zigzagoon I don't believe helps the math at all. So let's get rid of that. Grab this Arceus VSTAR. And now draw something with the Trekking Shoes. We don't want that fighting. I mean, it's nice to have, but it's not enough just yet. So let's evolve this Ditto. Actually, no, don't evolve the Ditto, because we need to switch that guy into the Zapdos. I'll evolve Arceus here, though. We can probably Radiant Greninja with that energy, too. Looks like... okay, yeah, I'll play that. And we can evolve this Ditto now. So that's nice. Let's take the Choice Belt. Yeah, that's fine. We can get rid of... you can evolve this Arceus here, too. No reason not to do that. And then let's research. Hope we hit the energy switch. If we hit the energy switch, that's really good. Looks like we didn't get it, though. So... let's grab literally like any energy here. I think we could probably just... Maybe we shouldn't evolve the Ditto, but that play still felt good. I'll put this fighting energy on the Ditto here. If only they had another V in... that they could attack, that they just had in play so we could attack for only 1. I guess I'll Cape of Toughness this Ditto here, though. And Trinity Nova. No energy left in deck. That's fine. Not ideal. Wish we had some left, but not the end of the world either. They can also Roxanne us now that we only have 3 prizes left. And I'm sure they're trying to get that up. Ultra Ball, they still have another piece that they need to get in the discard, though. And it looks like it's probably prized, because they would have gotten rid of it off that Ultra Ball, or switched out off that Ultra Ball. So that looks really good for us. They technically didn't play that Clap Stadium, because that reduced their bench by 1, and that other one either. So now we have... that Arceus in play as a nice prize for them. It'd be unfortunate if they Sharon's Carrot here as well. They have 1 or 2 double turbo left, probably. But let's see, do they have the Sharon's Carrot in deck? Yeah, they Palpad it back in, so they might be able to do that here. But looks like they don't have any strong options here because they're not going for anything, and so they won't be able to Sharon's Care. They wouldn't need that double turbo to be able to hit for all the damage they wanted to. So, oh no, they still are going to go for Sharon's Care. That's pretty surprising, but I wonder what they're going to send up because they can't attack with this Arceus unless they just want to use Trinity Charge on the V. That's pretty risky. I don't think there's any other way they can get a third energy on. So I'm wondering what their route of play is here. They're gonna, get back that Sharon's Care again, probably. And maybe a Boss's Orders. Yep. So, we probably have the KO on them this turn, though. Yeah, this will be down to our last Boss's Orders as well, which is unfortunate. And probably not have many cards left in deck. Trying to think if there's a way we can take out that Arceus. Looks like we can't do that just yet, though. Definitely don't want a Trekking Shoes. I'll get into this Ultra Ball and research, though. See what's in there. That's fine. So we just need the Energy Switch this turn. I could go for Boss's Orders this turn as well. But then they could KO our Ditto, and that'd be that wouldn't be too good for us. So let's hopefully hit the Energy Switch. Okay, and we get it. Another energy on this Moltres. We can turn this Ditto into a Zapdos, and now we have 250 health on this guy as well. We'll just play the switch here. They could Boss's Orders stall us, though. So it's probably better just to retreat. Get that fighting energy back. Can't attack just yet, but let's move an energy off. Honestly, this Arceus, we're not going in with that. And, yep, we hit him again with Thunderous Kick. So we've almost won. They probably, as I said, they prized a Mewtwo piece, which is not too great for them. Though we certainly had the counter with the Galarian Moltres V. So luckily they're playing a deck we could counter, and they got the Dunsparce stuck, so we could get rid of that and then start swinging away with Zapdos. Honestly, if we hadn't been able to do that, that would have been unfortunate. And yeah, it looks like they are going for that Boss's Orders trapping strategy, which is fair. It's really important that we save the switch there. We probably would have lost. I guess with the Energy Switch and Training Court, we would have been okay. But yeah, so they're just kind of powered up, not able to do anything there. So we do have the switch for game. And yeah, this deck worked really well. And just able to do 340 damage, get out of that energy, win the game. And so it shows that the deck really can do something. Let's run back another game, though. And so to see if that was just a fluke. I'm not honestly convinced yet. But the deck seems fun. And I'd highly recommend that you check it out. It's very powerful when it gets the right matchups, which are most of the matchups in the game right now. We get to go first again, so that's amazing. Honestly, going first in this meta completely determines the outcome of more games than I care to admit. But looks like they're going in with another mulligan. So our opponent's playing some type of Arceus Lightning deck with Level Ball. And they play Sharon's Care, so that's important to note. It's probably got to be Bolton VMAX Arceus VSTAR with Flaffy. It could be Raikou V with Arceus VSTAR as well, but it's probably one of those two. Looks like they're playing Rayquaza, though, actually. So that's not what I expected. But that deck is pretty good. Let's play this Training Court. We'll want that down. Honestly, we could quick ball away that energy. I'm not sure where we're going to want it just yet. And probably get down to Ditto. Ditto's just so good in so many matchups. We could even copy something like Rayquaza and get rid of some of our lightning energies and stuff. That's pretty nice. We could grab Radiant Greninja too, though. It's just such a good card. So I'll throw that down and Crobat for a few cards. We don't hit another energy. I don't want to gamble this other energy away with Greninja, so I'll just attach active and pass the turn over to my opponent. And we're probably fine now. We unfortunately can't really deal with Rayquaza too easily. This is one of those decks we don't have answers to, and really any counter box will struggle to get answers to it. When they play Inteleon Engine, wow, I'm shocked that they fit that as well as Arceus, Rayquaza, and like probably like a ton of energy into the deck. But if they can make it work, I'll be impressed. Looks like they don't have the best of starts here though. They're not able to double turbo energy their Rayquaza. Alright, sorry, double turbo energy their Arceus. They're gusting us up, but it should be fine. Assuming they don't path, and they don't, so they just Crystal Cave, and we're all good with that. And they just pass. So yeah, looks like they sacrificed a lot of consistency with the way they're building their deck. I'll certainly take that though. Choice Belt on this Arceus. Let's go ahead. I don't think we want this Ditto or this Energy Switch. So I'll grab a Crobat. Our second Crobat here. Cape can go on, I guess, Crobat. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Okay, and this hand's looking really good. Well, attached to Arceus. Now we can one-shot their Rayquaza V. We'll want the Training Court in play again. No energy in the discard just yet, but we'll research, and we can also Radiant Greninja this turn. Get rid of that Dark Energy. Not really looking to get that. And we'll just Starbirth here. Looking for that switch. And what else do we want? Probably, honestly, Boss. Boss is just such a good card. So we can hunt down whatever they're going to get out next turn. So I'll switch here. Rest of this is looking fine. I'll probably just accelerate to that Ditto, honestly. Don't see any problem with that. And I'll also get back this Dark Energy. So we just have more discard fodder in the next turns coming up. But honestly, I don't know. We might just scoop after we get this KO. So, I think we're down Ditto VMAX, yeah. So, I get like a Fighting and, I know, a Lightning. Oh, our one guy's prized. Let's just get one of each. That's fine. I'm probably just going with whatever we want next turn. So that's pretty fun. The deck has a lot of options. It kind of reminds me of Mewtwo Mew Tag Team GX, where it's like a toolbox of cool options. We did hit that boss, and we hit the Raikou, so we got an attacker if we want that next turn. They're going to Drizzile. They're probably going to Marnie us, right? Our hand's really massive, so probably going to see that Marnie here. Yeah, I was going to say they could go for a research because their board state's horrible, but they're going to want a Marnie. Our hand is truly massive. And we do lose both those boss Zorders, so our V-Star power did what it had to, though. And unfortunately, we don't have a V in the discard yet. But hopefully we can get there. It'd be really cool if we got Arceus V in the discard. We can switch the Ditto into Arceus and then evolve it, because the Ditto's already been in play in a turn. So that means that this keeps all effects, including the number of turns in play. Looks like they finally got up there. Arceus, though, only a Lightning Energy, so that's not too good for them. We don't have any energy in the discard with Training Court, so maybe I should have left it there, but honestly I was expecting they'd have another Stadium to counter it. Looks like they're not down too much because they haven't played a lot of cards. The Training Court's definitely helping us, but it's definitely helping them too. And then they're just going to pass the turn over. I don't hate Radiant Greninja in here, but I think I'd rather Trekking Shoes. I guess we're going to have to get rid of that Raihan. Not too useful right now. And I'll conceal the cards away. That double turbo. I think we'll just... we're just going to get the Arceus, get that set up. And grab ourselves just another Ditto to have some more options. Honestly, Ditto is really fun here. Switch this in with the Arceus. And evolve because we spend and play a turn. And I don't really know. I could switch here. I'm not 100% sure. But we I don't know which one we want to attack with. I guess I'd rather attack with the one with all the different types of energy, because we actually have more ways to Training Court after that if we retreat, which is kind of fun. We could Cape of Toughness this Ditto. Let's hold off on it. We can V transformation into the other Ditto though, which is pretty funny. We can't do that again because, well, it already used V transformation. But yeah, we can just attach this energy to it as well. And just take the KO. Let's see. We probably don't want to accelerate. Yeah, I'll keep all this energy in deck. My board state's just so good already. Could have tried to, like, gotten more energy on that Arceus VSTAR, retreated off and did some, like, fancy switching combination. But, so we get the double turbo off. Because the easiest way to get the double turbo energy off is retreating. Okay, looks like the concede didn't have much going on. I wonder if they have the deck list. Unfortunately, they don't have the deck list shared, but we're able to win because they filled up Rayquaza with too much stuff that it can't really take. Rayquaza's another deck I was considering doing because it's another deck that just isn't always the best to play. Turns out it was too bad to play. I played a few games that it went really badly. So we end up with Counterbox, which is a really fun deck. Not always the most fun to play, and not always the best, certainly. Looks like we are going first, which is honestly shocking, because they're probably playing Lunatone and Solrock, right? But like every deck in the whole game wants to go first, except for probably Lunatone and Solrock. I could be doing Reggies. Okay, they're doing Lunatone and Solrock with that Raikou. And we have the. Okay, this hand's fine. Cape, yeah, I think we want that. I don't know what attacker we want in this matchup. Probably doesn't matter too much, but yeah, I'll play this down. I think we Crobat here. I could Ultra Ball though, get someone in the discard to start attacking with, like this Raikou, and then grab Crobat. And Raikou draws his cards. Crobat. Raikou draws his cards in the active, which is pretty fun. So that's probably the best attacker here. We can conceal the cards as well. And I'm probably Trekking Shoes. I'd love to get an energy here. I don't think I want the Cape. No energy. That's fine. I'll just Training Court that back. I guess I should have V-transformationed first to see what we drew. If I draw an energy here, I'm definitely punished. Okay. So I'll just attach here. And I'll play the Arceus down. It doesn't really matter too much, but I'll put it down. And I'll put a Choice Belt on this side there, I guess. Choice Belt's kind of useless this matchup. It's good against the Raikou, though. So, let's see. Hisuian Heavy Ball. Such a good card. I'm pretty sure we play it in this deck. Just guess anything that you want. Oh, wait. What is this? Okay, I don't know what they're playing anymore. I assume they're playing the Lunatone and Solrock deck, which is really turbo. They still could be. No? Okay. So they're playing Blissey. They accelerate a bunch to Blissey. And then they switch the Blissey into the Raikou and then do a bunch of damage with that. But that's fine. We really want the Galarian Zapdos V here, because that just one-shots everything. So yeah, hopefully we get that up. Looks like they have all the energy in their discard. Honestly, no idea how much damage they're doing. Really, we can use Pokestop though, which is pretty fun. Really looking for a fighting energy and that Zapdos. They're not hitting us for too much, but right now, once they switch in that Raikou, if they get that, they'll be doing a ton. And honestly, this deck looks really cool that they're playing here. So I'll evolve. I'll quick ball away this boss. We don't need that. I'll get Zapdos. And I think we have to energy switch. And we can research now. Hopefully we don't have to use Arceus VSTAR power, but we probably will. We don't need this late in the energy though. Yeah, okay, we didn't hit it. So what do we need? We need a switch card and a fighting energy. Okay, we got those guaranteed with Arceus, but after that, not great. I think we're down Raihan as well. No, we're not. So we get the KO, and do we have to discard an energy? It doesn't really matter. We're KOing them. But okay, we get the first prize. And honestly, I think this matchup's really good, unless they play that Dunsparce. If they play the Dunsparce, then this matchup's really bad. But I don't know what they're going to go in with here. They have a ton of energy, so they can get as much as they want on every turn. But the Dunsparce is just going to be really bad for us, because then we can't KO them. So, and they got an air balloon, but on their Raikou. So, not sure if that's exactly where they want it. Honestly, after this game, I'm gonna try to make this deck for myself. Comment down below if you'd be interested in this. It looks really cool. I don't actually have a Raikou though, but Blissey's a cool attacker, and doing cool combinations with that's always fun. Spoilers, I have some interesting deck ideas with the new supporter card Thornton, which pretty much switches your Pokemon with other Pokemon. It's similar to Ninja Boy and Nanu, if you know those cards. And one of them involves Blissey and Raikou. Oh, looks like they do have that Dunsparce out, though. Yeah, that's not great. But they don't have the Blissey, so they're just going to concede. Now, let's see. Do they have their deck list on share? They do not. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised by that. But tell me if you want a Blissey Raikou deck or any other deck you have. And just any other video suggestions. As I said, I appreciate if you liked, subscribed, commented, even hit the notification bell if you're interested. But I just want some feedback, and I'm excited to see you in the next video.